Hi, my name is Katie Ferrari, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Whatever. Welcome to my grassroots fucking production. This is my sign. Take the word professor lightly. I see that photo of me in the getting my graduation, my degree. That honors cord is for clout. That honors cord is for clout. I stole it from my best friend Maya. Maya, that's your honors cord I'm wearing. We're gonna be discussing today. Hi, by the way, hi. I'm one drink in. Anyway, so I'm your stand-in professor. This is like if you looking for a professor off Craigslist. Except she's like a crazy, really passionate woman. So Brent Faiyaz released a song in 2023 called Best Time, and he posed the question of a generation.
All the pretty girls wanna be gay, so I fuck around and find out. She like one of mine, and she mine now. You just turn around and she gone now. Should never stayed away for long, for long. Best time she's ever had. Best time she's ever had.
Why do all the pretty girls want to be gay? April 2024. What happens? What happens? Who can tell me what happened? What happens in April? Sorry, what happened? Sorry, April 2020, what happens, guys? We're struck with COVID-19. It's our first time facing a global pandemic since the flu, which was kind of scary, but we figured that shit out real quick. We didn't have a fucking moron as our president. Walk with me. TikTok is on the rise, which means globalization is on the rise. That's when you're in isolation. You have a lot of time to think about shit, okay? Consider this. What do they call it in prison? Time out.
Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right?
Solitary confinement. You have a lot of time to think about shit, okay? Everyone that wronged you, all the things that you miss, all the things that you don't miss. Some of us turn to substance abuse, some of us turn to, alcoholism. That's under the kind of person to be some of us were smoking a lot of weed, some of us were drinking a lot of alcohol, some of us were on to dating apps doing quarantine hangouts. Me personally, I was getting drunk in my friend's backyard and getting high in my bedroom. Absolutely. Considering what is life about? You're thinking about everything, including your sexuality. Right. Let's touch on globalization. Dictionary definition. Globalization is the increasing interconnectedness of the world's economies, cultures, populations, and
most powerful object in the universe. Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
Something I'm going to highlight there. Increasing interconnectedness of the world's economies, cultures, populations, and governments through cross-border flows of goods, services, capital, people, and information driven by technology and policy. TikTok. Everyone's on TikTok. Everyone and their mother's on TikTok. Insert graphic here. Look at this spike in downloads. When do we think that was? Take a guess. Take a wild guess. 2020. 10 most downloaded apps in 2020. What do we think is number one? TikTok. Look at the increase in users in TikTok 2018 and 2024. Where's the biggest spike? Where's the biggest change? You guys, the differences. Mode, difference, mean, median, difference. Where's the biggest difference? 2020. George Floyd gets murdered. You're gay. Okay. So, George Floyd. He was called in for having what was assumed to be a counterfeit $20 bill to buy a pack of cigarettes. Police came within, a couple minutes. A murder. A literal murder. What happens after that? DEI. That's right. DEI. That means diversity, equity, and inclusion. Basically, okay. Basically, this was April. This is May. Literally a month later, murder of George Floyd. We're all at home, and where are we seeing this firsthand? On TikTok, on Instagram, on social media. What does that teach us? That we should rely on social media for our news. How many of you hear about things from TikTok first? Who here is watching the fucking news? I know you're not. You're not listening to the news. And I think that's something that had to do with a spike of TikTok. Kind of made us rely on TikTok for our news, where we get information, we start protesting for Black Lives Matter, which leads us into DEI. Quick history on DEI, because I feel like people don't know what the fuck that is. This started with the Civil Rights Act, 1960. Listen, for all you idiots. No.
You don't have to do that.
For all of you misinformed out there, this is not new. This is not new. This started in the 1960s, 1964, Civil Rights Act. It banned workplace discrimination, creating the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. That's the EEOC, babe. You cannot discriminate based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, age, disability, or genetic information when it comes to hiring, firing, pay, and promotion. 1965, next year, Executive Order 11246, it required federal contractors to take affirmative action to ensure equal opportunity. Isn't that? We'll get back to that. 1972, Title IX of the Education Amendment of 1972, okay? It expanded protections to education and gender equality. Feminism, right? Gender, remember how women couldn't read? Uh-oh. Women can read now. Uh-oh. Women are going to college. Uh-oh. You want to get rid of affirmative action? Guess what? More women are applying to colleges than men are, which means men are not going to be getting into college as much. And you want to go ahead and take away affirmative action. Hilarious. 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 Like, oh my god, hilarious. Oh my god, hilarious. 1980s to the 1990s, right? There's a business case for diversity. Companies begin investing in internal DEI training, okay? So we're focused on shifting to managing diversity, okay? To improve team performance, okay? Cultural sensitivity to anti-harassment programs become common, okay? Did you know, by the way, diverse teams are 35% more likely to succeed, to outperform peers? But you didn't know that. 2015 study. And did you know inclusive cultures reduce turnover and improve employee engagement? Studied in 2021. So 2010, we're expanding the definition, right? So inclusion efforts extend to the LGBTQ. Day. Concepts like belonging, psychological safety, and inclusive leadership gain traction. Employee resource groups, or ERGs, become a standard tool for internal advocacy. 2020, the catalyst year. The murder of George Floyd, which led to widespread protests and internal reckoning. So over 60% of Fortune 1000 companies issue DEI statements or increase DEI budgets. Organizations launched racial equity audits and hired chief diversity officers. And from this point forward, we've only received pushback. Insert Cheeto Man. Fucking dumbass. Which leads me to my next point. Dating apps. All of these relate. Also, fun fact, 70% of same-sex relationships start online. Look at that. Here's my problem with dating apps. They make you think that you have options. You don't. You ever heard of red pill propaganda? Those of you who don't know what red pill propaganda is, it's a reference to the, what's that fucking movie? Oh my god, it's the fucking Matrix. And it means choosing, like, truth and knowledge. And it's, I have so much to say. Do you know that, did you know that people in these extremist hate groups are in these extremist hate groups because they have been socially isolated? KKK, ISIS, these awful groups of people where their whole thing is hating people. It's because they were outcasted, or they were, put aside by their communities or their families or whatever it be. And they were, I don't know, like a situation would come along where they were offered to join a friend group or go to a barbecue or hang out with someone or go to a church or a gathering with someone in this group, and it just so happened to be someone in the KKK or someone in fucking ISIS or someone in like this extremist hate group. And they were like, don't worry, we're different too. We were told we were different too. And you know whose fault it is? This group. We have now dedicated our whole lives to hating this group because they're the reason we weren't accepted. Does that ring a bell? Stop getting mad at people for asking stupid questions. We need to stop being so upset at each other for being wrong. We need to communicate with each other. An art that we have lost is compromise, is empathy, is understanding. You need to understand where someone else comes from before you can even try and meet them halfway so they can understand where you're coming from. If you're like, white straight man, you don't know anything because you're privileged and that, like, yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. But the reason they say that there's no stupid questions is because at least you're thinking. At least you're trying. Yes, they could never yes, me, a white woman, could never understand the Black experience. But of course I want to try and listen, understand, and do what I can to help, whatever discrimination you're against and help make it so that we are in an equitable world. That's all. Anyways, so basically this whole red pill bullshit is where young men who feel insecure, and by the way, all young people feel insecure, but teenagers, hi, psychology, all teenagers are fucking insecure. All of them. All humans, most of them are insecure. Okay? Confidence is mostly fake. And if it's not fake, you're delusional. Delusional. And when you are at a teenager and you're in this adolescent age, or maybe you're just going through a breakup, or you got cheated on, or something happened with a woman, you're in a straight relationship and something happened with a woman, and you're like, well, I need advice with women, I need advice with, fitting in, and you look on YouTube, and what do you see? The fucking dude who got a Tate, whatever the fuck. I don't even want to know. I don't even give a fuck about that bald ass. It's not nice to make fun of people's appearance. And I like bald men. I actually would fuck Mr. Clean. But that's besides the point, and that's between me and my therapist. You take these people who are so susceptible because they have been outcasted, and you welcome them with open arms saying, I was outcasted too, and I'm okay because I did this. No, I drive a Lamborghini, and I have all these big muscles, and I have girls, and I have money, and now I'm okay. You need a hug. You need a hug, and you need therapy. Now we've created this male loneliness epidemic where men sort of feel like they're the victim to all these issues. And it's like, oh, we're so lonely, but it's like, no, women just started holding you accountable. Like the whole Me Too movement where women are coming forth about like their sexual abusers or people that did really weird shit to them that was not okay. And they're like, oh my God, all men, and every girl's like, wait, me too, because girl, me too. It's not about attacking you. Like, it's like about us getting justice. Like, it's like you can't even, it's the empathy. It's again, we're lacking empathy. Okay? Change. We're not here to exterminate you. We want to coexist we want equity. Feminism is the equal treatment of genders. And it has turned this whole thing. Feminism has turned this whole thing. Now there's white feminism, where it's, oh, we want to have equal rights, but just for the white women, and we're excluding people like Black and Indigenous and people of color. Sorry, my battery died for a second. Feminism has become something that it's not. It's the same way that DEI has become something that it's not. It's like the word has become a trigger to some people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men hear, well, I'm a feminist. And they're like, oh, so you hate men. No, you dingus. You beautiful, smart, handsome individual who I'm willing to communicate with and have a conversation with so that we can live on this earth together and see each other's struggles and be there for each other. I want us to be equitable, equal. By the way, if we want to get into, equity versus equality, it's like putting someone in a wheelchair and someone who has like two usable, walkable legs on the same. There's a picture I'm gonna put up here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the person in the wheelchair needs a higher rise because they're literally sitting down. So that way, when they have their higher rise and you have your normal rise, you're both at the same eye level, right? because they have different needs. Fix it. This is why we're resorting. If you're a bisexual woman and men are all like acting like this, why the fuck would we date men? No, next. Oh my god. Wait, you guys saw this really quick. So back to feminism too. Having a boyfriend is embarrassing. What an article. What a sign of the times. My god. What a sign of the times. What a sign of the times. I mean, my god, what a sign of the times. It's like I want you to it's everywhere. Anyways, having a boyfriend is embarrassing. There's a Vogue article published and it was talking about how it's embarrassing when having a boyfriend, but I didn't read the whole article, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, but I did see the 1 million TikTok videos about it. And I'm also gonna be honest with you, the reason I didn't read it was because I was seeing a man. So it was to protect my own peace. But I do agree with that statement because I've had many friends whose boyfriends were embarrassing. When a man treats you poorly in this day and age, well, you could have a bank account and your own money and your own property and your own job, and there's this increased technology and fertility, and you're still fucking him? Really? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I guess this brings me to my final point. Why do all the pretty girls want to be gay? There's a lot. I wrote this and I'm sick, so I'm just going to read it to you, but this is my conclusion. My conclusion is this. Men have hurt and embarrassed us, and they are failing to take change and to take accountability. They are seemingly against us. And the more we stand up, it appears the more they play the victim, they continue to sink lower. If a girl can make me come, understands me, cares for me, won't rape me, won't say I'm crazy when I'm PMSing, remembers things about me, buys me flowers, remembers my friends' names, shows up on my birthday, texts me good morning and good night, does all the things that a man or a partner in general is supposed to do, but most of the time never does, why would I not go for the group that is going to give me a better likelihood of getting it right? With the accepted exploration of sexuality, like that spiked in COVID due to the increased vision of the world around us, awareness of intersectionality with the Black Lives Matter movement, legalization of gay marriage. I forgot the most important thing. So it's legal in most states. Anyways, the legalization of gay marriage, men being incels, the feminist movement. Although it's not looking too good right now because men refuse to let women live, and now more women are raging feminists, turning into violent misandrists. Of course, pretty girls, who are the most susceptible to male abuse, want to be gay. Duh. So let me look at my chart, make sure we're all recapping this. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like, oh, gay people can be cool. Like, it's not just Ellen DeGeneres. It's like, gross. Like, it's just like, duh. It's just, of course, all the pretty girls want to be gay. Yeah, I hope this made sense because I'm not doing it again. Yeah, I'll meet you for next lecture. Your homework is to send me a picture of you smiling. And also like and subscribe and comment if you watched all the way through, what your favorite part was, your favorite point was, anything you disagree on and agree on.